Okay, so good evening, ladies, and good evening to the only gentleman in the room today. So welcome to the world of alterations. Okay, so today I'm going to talk about alterations, the minor miracles, what you can do to your outfit to make it look good. Okay. So now a little bit about myself. I have been in the image industry for the last 10 years. So I do image consulting, I do styling, and that includes how to find the right fit. Okay. So finding the right fit, it can be from the shelf, or you buy from the shelf and you have to do some alteration. So this is something easy for me because my mom, she's a tailor. So hence it becomes a bit easier for me to understand how important clothing is and how you have to pay attention to the alterations. Okay. Okay, I think there's some music going on at the back. Now, when you look,
Is it? Okay, let me see. I don't find anything here. Hang on a sec.
okay, I think it's better now. Okay, so let me continue. Now, Happy Code says it's not all about the size that you wear, but it's about how you're going to wear your size. So we tend to go very often, especially women, we tend to buy from the shelf. It could be something small because you might think, I think I'm gonna lose weight in 6 months' time. Okay, but it doesn't happen and it always end up in the wardrobe. If it's something small, of course you can't do much alteration. You can. So let me tell you the tricks how you can alter. First, if it's one size or two size bigger, there's much more higher possibility to get this alteration done. So some of the key takeaways we're going to see here. I think Shalol is waiting.
Yeah, I've admitted him already.
All right, thank you.
Let's go ahead.
Okay. There's still a background music going on at the back. I'm not sure coming from where.
Is that my music?
Yeah, not mine. It's not my music.
Done better?
Yes.
Okay, sorry.
Okay, go ahead. Yep. Hi,
So
Sharon.
I can see Shalol. Is he in?
Sorry, in the family gathering, I'll just log in to support. I will just listen.
Oh, that's really kind of you. Thank you. So we are just starting. So we're going to talk about the key takeaway from this sharing will be what is the value that you get from the alteration and what are the important consideration when you want to even think about alteration and what are some of the key points that you need to take note when it comes to alteration for women's clothing and for the men's clothing. So the importance of the fit. Let's watch this very short clip to understand. What I've done now. I think I have done something. Did I just stop sharing the screen? Oh my God, I'm sorry.
No panic, no panic. Just stop it and then reshare.
Okay. No, 1 second, I have to wait. Okay, I can't seem to click on the link. Okay. Just bear with me 1 second. Oh my God, I don't know why it's not opening.
It's okay. Take your time. Don't panic.
Okay. So I have wait a second. I've managed to find the YouTube, but okay, share. Okay. Can you all see and listen?
No voice.
Okay, why is that?
Things that I may point out to you.
Okay.
Replay it again.
I get asked this question, and I'm going to be very clear today. What is the most important about the garment? And that is the fit. And what is most important about the fit? And that is three things that I may point out to you. That is fit, and fit. I think that should be very clear. What is about the fit? The fit needs, I believe, has two attributes. One is confidence and one is comfort. And obviously your comfort with the garment that you're wearing creates a confidence, your mindset about the garment that you're wearing. Is it tight or is it snug? Snug we adopt because today we wear everything in a way more coutoured, more tailored, but tight it isn't. So if you are buying a garment, if you want to ensure that the garment is your garment, the fit of the garment, again, extremely important. So having a great relationship with your tailor is extremely important to obviously ensure the fit of the garment creates comfort and confidence. Hopefully Eric Sana Taylor.
Okay, so now let's go back to our slide. Okay, so we have seen the importance of the fit. So why is it important? Now let me ask you, what are the worst experience or challenges that you have faced during the alteration? Now you can either type in the chat box or you can just unmute yourself and share some of your experience. So Ila, what have you experienced with your tailor of alterations?
Alteration. I think before I at the point of time when I discovered my clothes need alteration, I'm already upset already. So kalau baju tu I have made, but not to my comfort, I get double upset. Kalau I have gained weight or I gain weight over and I can't wear any more clothes pun I get upset juga. So yeah, that's the feeling lah, I guess.
Okay. So Albina, what about you? What is your experience?
My experience, I think I hardly get the good tailor that able to alter the clothes. So usually is either it's become too small or it's like wrongly tailored.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's why. So now I'm looking for I'm no more like just buying the clothes that I want. That maybe so I make sure that it fit me properly. If not, then I will not buy it because I can't get the good tailor that able to what is this, to alter the clothes that according to my body size. Yeah.
That's really good. At least you find you have become a conscious buyer.
Correct.
Let's hear from the gentleman. Shalom, are you able to speak? Yeah, I think Shalom is unsure.
Sorry, what's the questions?
Okay, so we ask you, what is your worst experience or challenges you face when you want to do any alteration in your outfit?
Of course, the worst when they come out, too short, too tight, or too big. I hate it. I have a suit. Have to alter 4-5 times.
Okay.
When you go and fit it, I hate when it come into the chest. When your on the chest part is too tight, and your shoulder is too tight. So that's
Okay.
the worst experience.
Okay. Thank you for sharing. With our gentleman, Mr. Kong. Okay.
Hi, this is Kong Hao here. Happily, I didn't have too many bad experiences. In fact, I'll start with my best experience. I was buying a suit off the shelf. This was in Sydney many years ago. I think Pierre Cardin was having a sale, So I saw a suit I liked, put it on. Hey, it's a perfect fit. No need to change anything. So I guess I'm an average guy. So, I usually don't need much alteration. But bad experience would be they supposedly measure you, and then when you go there for your fitting, as Azlin said just now, too narrow, too tight, all that, and there's not much time left. And then you say, my sleeve seems a bit too long. They said, no lah, normal lah, for men your size, right? I don't know whether they are trying to avoid work or what, but I'm the customer. I feel uncomfortable, right? I feel my sleeves are too long or too short. And it made you feel like, okay, maybe I shouldn't be questioning so much. And I think especially men, we are not so conscious of such things, right? Yeah, maybe the weird guy, my arms are a little bit too long. Yeah. So maybe you have some advice for us men.
Okay, thank you for your sharing, Mr. Kong. Let's hear from our other two more participants, Tasha and Ujin. Would you like to share your problem?
Me?
Yes.
I couldn't find a good tailor. Basically, there's one at Ampang. There's one, but now we closed already. So basically, alter. It's always dalam with my body.
Okay.
That's all, get disappointed very much.
Okay, something very common we all face. What about Aslin? Are you there?
Oh yes, Natasha. I see you from there. I can feel you. How you have changed from before? I'm just kidding, Natasha. You still look good. Okay, my experience, bad experience is when I try to. It's okay to say the brand because I love this brand. When I try to change my working attire from tailor-made to ready-made, and I like this brand Sakur because of the durability of the brand. One time there's a K-pop fashion that all the trimmings were like Yankees. Yankees is actually a slim fit, where it's all slim fit or tight. So I was like, okay, it's a trend. Let's go Korea, and then I cut it. I mean, 1 inch. What I want to try to look like a Korean with that style, 1 inch shorter than earlier before than what I've been using the measurement on. At first, before you go on a few wash 2 or 3 times, it's just perfectly nice and nice matter. Then after the trousers, although it's good quality, have gone into several wash and have follow your body contour, it becomes much more shorter. Then I don't look good because I'm conscious about looking shorter. Right.
Okay.
So that's my birth experience, and I didn't, and it's new, and it's waste. 3, I invested 3 of that. It's a waste. It's like heart stabbing when I see that in the wardrobe.
Okay.
Mhm.
Thank you everyone for your sharing. So we can see from this question and all the sharing, what are the challenges you face and why? It always comes mainly from the fabric, from the tailor, and how is measurement being done. Now let's look at the most important factors. What need to be considered when you want to look for alteration? Now you have to look about the fabric. There are some fabrics, for example, if you're going to do alteration on a silk, it is hardly impossible because the material will start moving. So during alteration, you tend to find it difficult. So consider what fabric are you giving for alterations, and then some tailors might say, okay, this can be done. Yes, yes, yes to everything. So do some studies or reading on the fabric before you actually take it to the tailors. The second will be, of course, the tailor's background. If you're going to find a tailor who is probably have done some what is this very basic sewing and without proper qualification, you will not understand about the fabric. Secondly, how to take the right measurement. Right measurement is according to your body. It's not according to what fits everyone, because if you look at the youngsters, they like pants which are short because for them that is a trend. But if you look at somebody who's going a formal outfit, of course you want something with a perfect length. So try to check on your backgrounds, tailor, talk to them a few times, ask them a few random questions, and if you think you can do a good job, then it's all worth to choose the material.
Mm.
Next, consider don't move during measurement or pinning. Now, we always tend to have the habit when they are doing measurement, we tend to look down. So, we want to see where the measurement will definitely go wrong. So, don't move, stand still. Once you have done the measurement, then you can ask them, okay, till where did you stop? Because when they start pinning on your, say, if this is your blazer, okay, they'll start pinning. They start pinning to see, are you comfortable? So once the pinning is done, you can move your arms, carry your arms, dance around to see whether the fitting fits you. Is that what you want? So there's 2 things to consider. During measurement, don't move. After pinning, start moving. Stretch your hand, your neck. Try to sit, stand, walk. So do whatever movement that you want to find or to make sure it's suitable. That is what you're exactly looking for. Okay, this is very important. Because 1 inch or half inch can make a big difference. Okay, so we said move after pinning. Not even during pinning, don't move. Don't say, oh yeah, half inch is doing. Wait, let me stretch your hand. Okay, let me see how is it. Don't. Let it finish. Yes, is there any questions? Okay. Okay, now for the seam. Okay, sometimes you buy material when you want to consider, is there enough material for alteration? Okay, the seam is where, for example, okay, we have Anita in the room now. Okay. So if you look at a material, inner part. So you can't.
Yelah. Kita pandai ada bahagian shortcut lah. Kat sini 10. Kat 10 lah.
Okay, let me show you. I think the different color will be fine. Okay, so if you take the material, if you look at the inner part of the material, so can you see this seam is very less. So it's impossible to make any alteration. You can make it smaller, but not bigger. So when you want to alter your dress or your shirts, make sure there's sufficient material to alter. And even if it's, say if it's a size, say your size 10 and you buy something from size 14. So 14 to 10, it's like, it's impossible because you have a lot of extra fabric inside. Then when you start wearing it on, you will not be comfortable and it will not fall well on your body. Between one sizing will be fine. 2 is okay depending on your fabric, but do not go more than 2. So don't buy a 14 thinking I can alter it to make it a size 10. Okay? And don't buy size 10 thinking you can alter it to 14. We do have customers who think when they buy something small, they say, "Then inside got some more kain. No, I can make it bigger." Cannot. It's not possible. Tailors can't do magics, has everyone wish. Okay. So when you do alteration, another thing you need to consider is the shoes or the garments, especially when you're buying any outfit for weddings. Okay. This way, wedding outfit, say an evening gown, they tend to be extremely long. So you want to alter. So put on your heels to make sure what is the length that you want. Don't alter and then you try on your heels. You will regret. Okay. So have you seen some of the consideration? Okay, you have fabrics, whether you show stitch marks. Okay. And if you know tailors who know what they are doing, and make sure there's enough material to give it a good shape. So as I mentioned earlier, when you say your size 14 to size 10, maybe you get your sizing, but not the shape. So if you want the shape, determine what is the size that you're going to buy. Okay, movement, as we mentioned, do not move during measurement and pinning. And if you're buying an outfit for special events, make sure take your shoes or undergarments along, wear it on, and then let the tailor to do the fitting for you. Okay, and there's another consideration you have to do, whether is it worth to do the alteration. You might fit into all these categories, all these factors, all tick, fine. But what about the costing? If you're going to buy a top, say say buy this jacket for 50 ringgit, for example, and an alteration is going to cost you 100, 150. Okay, you need to think, is it worth or not? But if you're going to buy a 150 jacket and you're going to spend 50 ringgit for alteration, of course it's a yes. So costing, how much you spend for the outfit, how much you're going to spend for alteration, these are the costing you need to consider. And we can't say which is right or wrong because it depends on individual. Okay. So I have a next question for you. Now, of course, you have buy many fabrics, many clothing. So out of all this clothing, which is your preferred direction? Which means, are you always looking for the lines, the shape, the color, or the fabric texture, or the pattern of your clothes? Which is normally your preferred direction or attention that you're giving? You can unmute yourself and share your answers.
Hi, Jana. Albina here. As for me, it depends on the event that I'm going. So, for example, if I have attending a meeting, so I will looking for a comfortable suits that for the meetings, or if for the attending gala dinner, something like that. So also depends on what's the events will be the theme of the event.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you, Albina.
Yeah.
Anyone else want to share their answer? We have Anita. Anita, are you there? Okay, Anita. Okay, Ira says design and color, and Mr. Kong says color. Shape doesn't make me look too fluffy or untidy. Okay. Thank you for the answers. So now this is where it depends. When you want to wear something, it reflects your mood for the day, even the color, even the style or pattern. So it depends on individual day, how do you feel? So as an image consultant, I do not like to tell someone now, these are the colors that suit you. These colors, never use this color. I do not say that because your colors reflect your mood. But what are the colors you're going to wear? In which category? Is it going to be warm or light? Even the shades. So if you're going to alter a striped shirt, how are you going to alter a striped shirt? What are the little factors that you have to consider? Now let's look into more detail in terms of alteration. Okay. Now let's look at the fit of the dress. Just give me 1 second. Okay. The fit of the dress. Now this is something you have to take into consideration. Okay, neckline, your shoulder seam. Why neckline? If it's a neckline is high, you can alter. But if it's something very low, then it can be a bit troublesome for the tailor. Armholes, your back. Your ease back is where you will have like a dart at the center. Okay. Then you have your side seams, your lining, okay, your slits or your hemline. These are the basic in a dress that you can look into alterations. Okay, this is an example how you can alter this dress. So you can add darts here, okay, in the middle, in the side of the dresses, both sides. Or you can also alter this whole dress into a top or a skirt. So if you manage to find a good tailor, definitely they can do a good job. If you want to make it shorter, okay, you can. You can also add a slit here, or you can taper the side to look more fitting, or you can just shorten the sleeve. So these are very basic dress and what you can do for the alteration. Because sometimes people think, okay, it doesn't fit. Okay, let's keep it away. Keep it away, keep it away. You start piling up. So now we're looking at sustainability fashion. So alteration is one of the way you can avoid overspending on clothes. So these are another example how you can alter dresses. So the first example on the left is where you're seeing how you can alter a dress into a top. And the middle, you have a longer dress, you're making it shorter, and the last is a dress into a skirt. So you have to be a little bit creative to think what you can alter, or with the help of a good tailor, this is possible. So let's look a little detail of a jacket. So we have the shoulder, the lapels or the bust, and the sleeve length. These are easy alteration, including the hem at the back. So what does a good fitting means for the jacket? Okay, here. So if you look at the green jacket, okay, it looks very dull when it comes to just a single color. You can get a tailor to add the piping, okay? Or you can see the red jacket, it also has the piping and they remove the button. Because the button will give a different look for the person who wears it. Because if you look at this button, it looks a bit old-fashioned. So you can alter it to make it more fashionable. Okay. So fitting, oops, sorry. Okay, fitting of a skirt. So what you can do for the skirt at the waist, okay, make sure when you do alteration, there's no pulling or bouncing here, especially on the thighs. Sometimes we tend to wear skirt, even though a shirt, you might feel it's actually pulling. So every time you sit, every time you move, you got to like pull down your skirt, you got to pull down your top. It's very uncomfortable. People who see us, they might think, oh my God, I think she's not comfortable with what she's wearing. Of course, they're not going to tell us, but you know, it's just common sense. Then make sure there's enough ease for you to move, and the hemlines. The hemline is where you can alter. Make it shorter. You can make it longer if there's enough material. Okay. Let's go to the next slide. Alteration for the skirt. So this skirt, what you can do with this skirt, you can take in the waist. If you think it's too big, you can taper the side, and you can push the hem up if you want to make it look longer. Okay. So these are some examples when it comes to the skirt. Any questions so far with the skirts and jacket? Okay. Right. If there's no question, I'll just continue. This is another example of how or what.
Jana, I have a question.
Yes, Ila.
Okay, when you do alteration of your existing clothes,
Okay.
you know what you like may not be something suitable for you, right? What I mean, what you like say, if your body height, your body shape, tak sesuai, okay, it doesn't, but you like it so much. Is there a guideline or a guideline to follow? Like say, okay, I want to alter the skirt from a flare skirt to a tight skirt, but you know, how will I know if it looks good on me against what I would want it on me? You know, do you understand?
Okay.
So is there a baseline? Is there a guideline for it?
Okay, so to understand whether the length will suit you or not, you have to understand your body shape first. Okay. Once you understand your body shape, then you will know the length. Let's say you want to shorten a skirt. Then you'll understand, if you shorten the skirt, will it look good on you? Because based on proportion. So you have to understand that part before you think, what kind of alteration do you want to do? Okay. So let's say even, for example, jacket. Okay.
So a good tailor can advise you that, right? Rather than you have to look for all this research or make the wrong decision. That's why you say a good tailor is very important. Number two.
An experienced tailor will know whether which length will look nice for them. But if as a customer they want to make sure, because otherwise after all you can't do much. So it's always best to consult a consultant to see or get their measurement, get their body analysis done. So we normally will give client, okay, this is your body measurement. These are something that will look good on you and why. They're not just saying this is look good. We also tell them why. For example, if you look at this jacket here, the red and the white piping, if just the red jacket, it will look quite dull for them. Some people don't like, I've never liked to wear a red jacket before. So, but if I add a white here, or I can add a blue, for example, then I might think, okay, there's a blue there. It gives a different feeling for me. Then I might say, okay, I'll do it. Because a tailor might just tell you, yeah, just choose whatever color piping you want. We can do it. They can. But whether it will suit you or not, it's you are the one who's supposed to decide. So we as an image consultant will tell you which are the color. If you wear white, okay, how will you look in white? What does the white represent? So if I'm going to make a blue, the blue and there is a contrast because between a warm and a cool color. So what kind of feelings it's going to give? So that's where you need to know a little bit on color psychology. Does that answer your question, Ila?
Yeah, cool. That's a very good
Thank you.
realization of the importance of the image consultant, right? As versus the experienced tailor.
Yeah, because another part of alteration is you must understand what is your personality. Let's say if you are somebody who's always in the office, and if you want to alter something to look more informal, okay, it doesn't make sense because it's going to be there in your wardrobe unused for the next 1 or 2 years. Okay, so understand your body shape, understand your personality, then alter. I'm very sure all of us, if now you're going to look back in your wardrobe, you might think 50% of it you can alter. Same with me, I have kept a few clothes to alter, but luckily I managed to find a good tailor at reasonable price. There are good tailors who charge for one pants, for example, was about 80 to 100 ringgit, which for me, I find it was expensive because I managed to find another tailor who can stitch a pants for me for 100 ringgit. So why do you want to alter for 100 ringgit? So this is where you have to make the consideration. Okay, think about it before you do. Costing, very important. So the picture here showing example fitting of skirt, the before and after. So if you look at the waist, her waist is loose. So you can always tighten up. But you must make sure when you want to tighten, does it come with zip or is it just an elastic band? Because it makes a difference when you alter. If you're going to alter it with a zip, where are you going to? because you don't want it to look like bulging out on your stomach or on your thighs. Okay. And you look at the green skirt. For me, I feel it's fantastic from a long skirt to short and still look good. Okay. So a fit of a shirt. Okay. This shirt, it applies for, it can be for men or women because something very basic. Understand your neckline first, whether the neckline you like it, then the dart. If it's very big at the center of your top, then put a dart at the back first, not in front. Then you slide it on. If you still think it's too big, you get the dart. Okay. You can also cut the hem of the sleeve if you think it's too long. Make sure you have ease where you can move. There's no pulling. And you want to wear, it always for women. When you wear a shirt with button, it's so uncomfortable. You got to put some pins, all this. But so when you buy a shirt, think of all these minor things that we tend to overlook. And you wear the shirt, make sure it's at the back. It doesn't pull out. Like when you sit, it doesn't come up again.
Jana, I have a question.
Yes, Sheila.
Okay, even ladies' blouses have got variants in terms of collar, right?
Yes.
There's Mandarin collar, there's with collar, there's round neck, and whatever. Choosing a collar, or rather choosing a top of whichever collar, does it? I mean, anyone can just apply. Anyone can just wear any clothes with any type of collar.
Okay. Actually, answer is no. But if sometimes I've never liked to wear a shirt with collar. I've never liked. But if you want to look formal, for me, I prefer to wear a shirt with collar with a jacket. Okay? Because it depends on where I'm going. So something formal. So if it's only a top. If let's say I have a few tops which is collared top I bought a few years ago.
Yeah.
So sayang, want to throw it away. So what I did was I cut off the collar and make it into a round collar.
I see.
Then instead of long sleeve, I make it into a 3/4.
Mm.
So you're not wasting money end of the day.
I see.
Even the length. You see the length, it looks like a goes with a shirt. So you can make it shorter. You can just put a rubber at the bottom. So it will stick to your waist. So now
rubber, how does it work? How does it look like?
You put at the bottom, right?
Right.
Okay, so you cut the top, cut the bottom. Then you ask them to put the rubber.
Right.
Bottom. So a shirt, I convert it to a blouse.
I see.
Then
cool.
You want to add some, what is this, lace or extra button, you just give it to them to do.
Right, cool.
So you have to do some experiment. You have to go to the shop, because whenever I go back my hometown, I like to do it. I like to go to the shop. They sell all the lace, button. I will sit there for half an hour. I look around. I just buy. Sometimes I don't do anything with that yet, but I just buy because it looks good. Okay. So suddenly I think like, okay, I want to stitch this dress. Maybe that 1-2 button might be useful for me. Something I bought like 6 months ago. So you try 1 or 2, you will love it. Okay. So these are basic alteration you can do to a shirt. Okay.
Cool. Hi Annie, welcome on board.
Hi.
Hi.
Thank
Hi,
you.
Jana.
Okay. So let me continue. So these are the shirt, for example, if this collar is very plain, you can just ask them to put some beads on the collar to make it look more fashionable. Okay. Even this pocket, you can change the button, or you can remove the pocket. Now removing the pocket from this material, this is chiffon. If you're going to remove the pocket, be very careful because it will leave the stitch mark. So I suggest never do that. Check your material, as we mentioned earlier, one of the factor. You can add your darts if you think it's too big, shorten the sleeve, or you can shorten the length of the blouse. that will not leave marks. Removing pocket, definitely it will leave the stitch mark. It will not look good. Okay. So some of the example fitting on the shirt. So like the right, what I mentioned earlier, change your collar to a round neck and from a long sleeve to a shorter sleeve. Total transformation. You're not wasting any money there. And this basic alteration doesn't cost you much. Okay. And even here, you can see the black, it's very loose. So she try to tighten it up. And what you can do, just do the add on the dots. At the back, if you want, you can just add to the front as well. Okay, this is another example. So instead of the buttons front, you change the neck and you put the buttons at the back. So it becomes entirely a different blouse. Even check on the right, it's the same. So these are some of the creative things you can do with shirts. These are other example. A shirt you convert to a halter neck blouse and a long sleeve into a short sleeve. Okay. Any questions? Okay. Now let's look into pants. Okay. Pants, some of the important factors to consider when you purchase or when you alter. The waist, make sure your bag it fits well, and your zip, okay, make sure your zip is working condition. Keep pulling up and down, make sure it's flexible. Okay, your pockets. Now, sometimes if you have a bigger hips and it comes with pocket, when you actually wear the pants, it looks like your side is bulging out. So simple alteration, get the pocket stitch. Don't remove it because you spoil the material. Just stitch at the side. That means you tutup the pocket. Finish. It makes a difference when you wear the. You can wear the add-on pleats if you want to give some shape. Or if you think it's too tight, remove the existing pleats. Okay. So this will avoid your pants to be pulling up when you're standing or when you're sitting. And then the pants, and then the length. Okay, check what are the length that you want. Are you going to wear with heels? You're going to wear with flats? So these are basic alterations for pants. You can replace a zip if it's broken. Sometimes people don't know where to find tailor. Zip rosak, straight buang. Okay. Then your waist. You have to, for example, like my son, I can't find for him a right pants with the length and the waist. So it always, if I get a perfect length, the waist is very loose. So I tend to alter the pants at the waist, not at the side. So my mom, who's a tailor, she told me, tighten it at the back at the both side, not in the center, not at the side of your waist, because it will spoil the shape of the pants. Okay. And then if you think your pants is too loose at the leg, you can also try to slim it. So these are some example, your before and after. Your waist, you can bring it in. Okay. Even your seam, you can add some darts. You can slim up the leg. Okay. On the right, we have the before and after. So you can see just slimming the pants makes a big difference. This is another example, your before and after. So if you look at the left photo, the after looks more neat. And you look at the green pants, it makes a difference on the leg, her leg size. When you try to slim it up, it looks slimmer. When you look slimmer, you will tend to look taller. So you see, it's all connected. Then we look at jackets. So if you look at the jacket, the one on the left, okay, this is a good fit. But if you look at the right, it's not. Why? Because your jacket needs to fall exactly at your shoulder, not at the bottom like that. Okay? And if you have a back shoulder on your jacket, it's very difficult to alter. Okay? You're going to alter, if the tailor says, yes, we can alter for you, I will not recommend. Because they will say can, but what happens when they alter? You bring up the shoulder, your sleeves tend to be shorter. So you will not get a good fit for a jacket. So now let's look at the men's shirt. Okay, so these are very basic, exactly the same as women's shirt. So we have the neckline, we have the armhole. If your armhole is big, yes, you can do alteration. Add the darts if required. This is a slim fit shirt. Even slim fit, sometimes the youngsters, they like even slimmer, even tighter. But we also have the older generation who wants to keep up with the younger generation. They tend to wear slim fit. They try to make it as tight as possible until stomach all can see, so they don't care because they just want to keep it to the trend. But just add on this basic alteration, at least you feel comfortable when you're walking or when you're sitting. It doesn't make you think, oh my God, I need to go back home, I need to change. Don't have such kind of feelings. Okay? And your sleeves, make sure you have enough material for you to move your arms. Okay? You can stretch your arms, not like you have to be like a robot. Okay? Then your fabrics, either on your shoulder or on your chest, is easy for you to move. It doesn't pull and have enough space. And then your length, which can be adjusted. So these are some of the examples. If you look at this example, the white shirt, okay, the white on the left, you can see it's very untidy. Okay, so a simple alteration on the sleeve and on the body. That's it. They just tighten it up. You can just add 2 darts at the back and tighten your sleeve. It makes a difference. This is what you get on the right. Just 2 alteration. So if you look at the bottom, the blue, okay, even the blue, if you see, it's long, very long. And a long sleeve, you can alter it. You can alter, make it shorter. The body seems to be fitting, but each time you're moving, you have so much of rotation to do. What happens to your shirt? Your shirt tends to come out of your pants. So make it a little bit tighter. Don't cut the length. Then you tuck in. At least when you do all kinds of work, it doesn't crumple. It doesn't come out. If you look at the gray, it's much more perfect fitting. But if you look at the color, most men might think this is quite dull for them. But look at the hand, look at the sleeve. You have a perfect length of sleeve. The body is perfect. So if you want to make you look a bit more vibrant, you can wear this with a blue jacket or with a white jacket, not with a gray. Okay, not with a gray, not with a black. A blue will be good because it will give more vibrant look for the user. So these are some of the examples of what you can alter. You can alter the dress, okay, the checkers dress into a blouse. You can split them. A long dress, you can alter to make a top and a skirt. So it becomes one piece, it becomes a 2-piece. Okay, a trench coat, okay, you can change the buttons, you can change the sleeve or the length. Okay, then we have the gentleman at the side, okay, the jackets. A perfect fit makes a big difference in how you're going to look. So we have touched 3 main important points: value of alteration, what are the important factors to be considered, and alteration that require for men and women, the very basic that you can do. Okay, so whatever you think you have in your wardrobe, you want to think of alteration, take it, make it a rough sketch and think what or how you want to alter it. Then share your idea with, when you manage to find a good tailor, ask them for their opinion. But before that, think when you want to make this alteration, what you have in mind. How will it look good on you? Or if you think it will not look good, it's going to be expensive, forget it. Okay, don't waste too much of money in alteration. I think that's all I have for today. Thank you. I'm going to open any questions for me.
Hi, Gana. I have a question.
Yes, Annie.
Okay, because I have, my tummy is kind of big. So what is your recommendation for a person who have big tummy like me?
Okay, so when you buy a shirt from
Astaghfar banyak-banyak.
I have enough men clients with this problem because when you buy a shirt from the counter, fitting might be tight on your tummy. So it's either you buy a half an inch or one inch bigger, then you alter it on your shoulder right up to your sleeve because your tummy will fit well. Or option 2, which is a better option, get a stitch shirt. And when they stitch your shirt, make sure they take measurement on your stomach itself. A slimmer man, they don't need to, because it's just standard. But if you have tummy, many tailors, they miss this. They will not take measurement on your tummy. They will say, tapayala, no need, no need. But it will make a difference. Because when you sit, you don't want the button to be, bulging out on your tummy.
Exactly.
So you must ask a tailor to take measurement on your tummy.
Okay, noted, noted. Thanks, Jana.
No problem. Any other questions?
Okay, that's tummy. I have a challenge on the chest when I am active in the gym. My size that I used to buy and all that, it will extend there. So you can't button it, but then the rest, the other falls nicely. That means it's tucked in nicely in your pants and all that. But it's the chest. Can you alter that, make it bigger in the dart area?
Normally shirts you can't, because shirts you have about say a quarter inch seam inside. So if you look at it, how much of material is in. So let's say when you do gym, you have expanded from one size different. Your shirt doesn't have enough material. You cannot alter. So you have to do a tailor-made shirt.
Yeah. Tailor-made. Yeah, don't waste your money. Yeah. Then it's not comfortable when you go alteration. Yeah, thanks, Jana.
It's not comfortable. It's not possible. Yeah. So if a tailor says, yes, I can do, please don't believe, because you cannot do it.
They want your business. Yeah.
Okay. Abina, what did you just write?
I think a tailor will expect you to decrease your stomach size. Okay. These issues many times. Many of my male clients told me, oh, I stitch, but my stomach is not comfortable. Because I have a tailor from Hong Kong. So he told me this. He said they tend to miss the stomach. Okay? So always, unless you are slim, then of course you don't need to bother. But if you have tummy, then this is the best criteria to add on.
I see.
Right?
Jana, I have a question.
Yes, Ila.
When you kata lah you want to tailor-made your pants or long skirt or anything, your measurement tu dekat mana? Your waist is kat mana? Where your belly button is, or above belly button or below belly button?
Waist is actually above belly button, but it depends on when you want to stitch a skirt, you have to decide where you want your skirt to start.
I see.
So because I've done all this, I've done tailoring, and they told me, oh no, you start above belly button, that's why your waist. I say, I know where it's your waist, but I'm not comfortable wearing above my belly button. I want something lower.
I see.
Because I'm so used to buying skirts. In Malaysia, I can't find something for my height. So I'm so used to wearing below, and then suddenly, like if I tailor-made wear something higher, I'm not comfortable. So you tell them where you want the skirt to start. Even top, where you want the length to stop. Your sleeve, normally they will ask you, they will suggest to you, shall we stop the sleeve probably like here, okay, or you want it shorter, or you want it 3/4. So when you take a measurement, they say, okay, so your sleeve is say 27. So when you put it down, make sure you see the right exact figure.
Right.
After stitching, they might say, no, the day was different. The argument will start.
Right.
And take a photo.
How about those high waist pants?
Okay, high waist pants, if it comes with a zip, then it's a bit tough to alter. If it comes with the elastic band, it can be altered. You mean you want to make it high waist to a lower waist?
Yeah.
Lower waist you can. But if it's a zip, then you got to make sure whether the zip, how long the zip is. Because you might have, because a high waist, you might have a longer zip.
Right.
The tailor might find it a bit difficult because you don't have enough material to cover the seam when you stitch. You got to remove the zip. And then consider, is it the zip at the side or is it at the front? If it's at the side, then don't waste your money. If it's the middle, then you have high chance of doing alteration.
I see.
Now your zip is at the side. Suddenly you remove the zip, your material will like, terlebih at the side. It doesn't look nice.
Mm,
Yeah, in the middle is possible.
I see.
Jana,
Yes.
yeah, it's about the pants you mentioned that to alter, right? Is it not at the middle, at the back, but also not at the waist? So where it should be?